Oh man, look at this social media growth using Claude Code. Almost over 1 million views. I mean, this is crazy. So I'm going to show you how to fully automate your social media so you can get this kind of growth. This is going to be truly amazing. Claude Code is truly amazing. Then I'm going to give you as a bonus a way to also implement Claude Code and use it to fully automate your SEO. I mean, look at this type of growth. These are href screenshots. They're getting tons and tons of growth from this strategy, all using Claude Code. I'm going to give you the strategy, I'm going to give you the prompts to use, and I'm going to show you exactly how to set this up in just a couple of minutes so you can fully automate everything and save literally thousands and thousands of hours of time, replace your whole content team. If you're a one-man show, this is going to make your life so much easier. So I'm using Claude Code for this. I'm using Arvow, which I'm going to talk about. There's a link below. And then I'm using Blotato for social media scheduling. Just makes everything easier paired with Claude. So very few tools. You're pairing these tools together, and this is why this is so powerful. You can use Claude for most of it. These tools are already built out for posting and optimization, and that's what makes this strategy so powerful. All right, so here's what Claude Code does. And basically what we have Claude Code doing via the prompt is going out there and building a content system for social media. And it's going to ask you, the way that this prompt is set up, it's going to ask you for your brand, your assets, your name, all those things. You're going to provide it, and then it's going to build out your content system for whatever channels you want to have it built out for. The first thing that you want to do to get this set up and going, and I'm going to give you the prompt here in a second, is download Visual Studio Code. So basically this just allows you to see what Claude is doing and work natively from your computer. Because once you have Visual Studio Code set up, you want to put a file on your desktop, call it whatever you want. And then basically Visual Studio Code is going to work with Claude and basically save all your assets in that file. You're going to create a skill for social media and for your content in Claude, and that's going to save everything in Claude Code, the Visual Studio folder, which is going to make it a lot easier. So this is how it will look. Visual Studio Code looks like this. One, I have Claude Code on here already. What you're going to have to do when you first download it is go into the apps and type in Claude Code. It'll look like this. You'll click on it, and then you'll click on the little guy to open up the chat, close out these other extra chats, and then you're going to work from it just like you would normally from Claude Code. The other thing that you want to do, you can't see it on the screen, but at the top here, you'll see File. Do File, and then now you can see it, Open Folder, and you'll select the folder that you put on your desktop. And this folder is where it's going to save all of your assets. It's going to save everything that you create in here, all the skills. So Claude allows you to create skills that it will reference later, and it will rebuild the same things according to the skills that you built. So you don't have to re-explain everything and have it do it fresh and new every single time. So the prompt that you're going to use, that you're literally going to copy and paste, is this one: social media prompt. Create a new Claude skill, AI social media manager that knows my brand voice and makes social media posts. LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can add more if you want. We're using Blotato's API. So this is a scheduler that I use that you can do all kinds of really cool stuff in conjunction with Claude. You're giving it the API docs and visuals. And here's where this is next level as far as a prompt goes. This bottom part, ask me clarifying questions one at a time until you're 95% confident you can complete the task successfully. This is what allows the build out to be so good and so seamless according to your brand. It's going to ask you these questions. You're just going to go in and answer each question while it builds out this skill for you. And here's an example of Blotato, which you can see my calendar. Here is my calendar, and this is like, all of this is done from Claude, from the how I have this content set up. So this is this month. You can see, February, same thing. All of this stuff is fully automated and run from Claude, and then I just have it sent here via Blotato's API and schedule and post. Really, really easy to do. The other cool thing is you can use Blotato to create infographics if you want for your posts. So it has all of these templates. So literally you can tell Claude, use the whiteboard template to create an infographic to go along with my post. It'll send that information to Blotato. create it, schedule it for you. So really, really powerful. You get started by literally copying and pasting this in Claude. Now, if you want a full SEO system, if you want to replace your entire SEO team, your entire content team, or if you're a one-person show and you want to save thousands of hours, you can do this for just social media, or you can build out a complete comprehensive build out, which will be for content creation, blogging, and then also SEO. This is what these companies are doing. This is obviously Ahrefs. This is their website growth. So they're doing out this full plan. So I have this full prompt for you guys. If you type prompt below, I'll give it to you. But this is, we're still using Blotato. We're using Claude, but then we're using Arvow to generate the information and push it to the blog articles to our websites. So I'm going to go through this whole process. So here is the strategy that this prompt does for you. So first and foremost, it goes out and analyzes your competition, right? It'll analyze your competition and what they're doing as far as content, their pages, their blogging, and it'll find opportunities and gaps in the market, right? According to your competition. So it finds those, it reports back, and it gives you like, here are opportunities as far as content, title, and keywords to target on, right? It'll give you these opportunities. You'll basically tell Claude, okay, I like all of these, or I like number 2, number 3, number 4, whatever the case may be. Then basically it will send that information to Arvow, which you can create and set up for your brand. Sorry, pardon my handwriting here. Include your brand assets. This is where it uses AI, but it also uses your brand assets to write. I could have Claude write me blog articles, but it's not going to have a meta description. It's not going to have pictures. It's not going to have alt text. It's not going to have H1, H3. This is a pushback that I get with using another program, but this is optimized solely for the purpose of giving you high-ranking SEO content to improve your growth. So we're sending these blog articles to Arvow. Arvow is creating them and automatically publishing them, putting them as a draft on your website, and then you can go in and publish them if you want, or you can have it auto-publish, whatever you want to do. So that's the first part of this workflow. Then the second part of the workflow is Claude is looking at your RSS feed, because you're already releasing amazing content that you build out based on gaps and opportunities. Claude is looking at your RSS feed of content. Then it's basically pulling out that content to create social media posts specific for whatever provider you want, LinkedIn, Facebook. So it's pulling out, creating content based on what is already ranking, what's already doing well. It's going to provide that information like, okay, here's the Facebook, here's the Instagram, here's the content plan for the week. And then all you have to do is be like, okay, approve. Claude is then going to send that to Blotato to schedule and post. And again, if you want Blotato to create infographics to go along, it'll create those. Claude will send the prompt to Blotato to create the infographics to schedule and post. And then literally you just sit back, and then every day your content is being posted. Again, just like I showed you in as far as the calendar, like this is the real deal. I mean, this is literally set up to post for me every day. And this is published, this is pulling from my RSS feed, the first part of that. Now, as kind of a side note, you can also you can do your RSS feed, or you can do like a YouTube video transcript if you do YouTube, and it'll pull out information from either of these two. So you can tell Claude, I want to pull from RSS feed, or I want to pull from my YouTube, and then it'll create content from either or, which is really, really powerful. So here is the prompt, and this is where this becomes really, really powerful. Here's this full prompt for this entire workflow, not just social media, where it connects everything together here. Again, type prompt below. I'll give this guy, I'll send you a link with Haz's prompt because it's really, really powerful. So the role, objective, and business context, you're giving it all this information about your business. Then you're telling it to analyze your competition to find gaps and opportunities in the market. Then it's going to generate the blog, bottom of the funnel, high search intent keywords and titles. Then it's sending that to Arvow, which you're going to create. I'm going to show you Arvow in just a second. You have to share your API for both Blotato. Blotato is you just go into settings and copy the API key, give it the API key, right? And then for Arvow, you go in here to blog automation, integrations, create a new integration, give it the API. So this is where it pushes it. Then the other thing that you want to do is create an integration for your website. So if you're on Wix or wherever you're hosting, because this allows the information to be sent here via API to Arvow to create the stuff, and then Arvow automatically pushes it out to your website. So you never even need to come in here. So that's the key there. And then it's going to create visuals, depending on how you want to do that, publish it, schedule to Blotato for your social media content. And then it has some quality control stuff built in. But here is Arvow. This is like the type of articles, because I'm going to show you all of the bells and whistles as far as how this creates amazing content. So I'm going to go into, this is like for a lawn service. So if I go into here, you see this is where this is optimized fully for SEO. Has the focus keyword, meta description, main featured image with alt text, H3, H3. These articles are built out really, really good for AI overviews to show up, because that's the other thing too. This strategy helps you show up really well in AI citations. Look at these citations, 165, 87. So that's really, really important too, that these are written for AI overviews. It has your internal links. So when we're setting this up, you can do a configuration and go in here and set this up. You can give it your knowledge base, which is your website if you want, or if you have documents that you want to put. You can structure it, give it a call to action, book now, buy now, internally linked to your sitemap, externally linked to trusted sources. It'll do it automatically for you. Include your own images, or it'll generate them for you. Include a relevant YouTube video, or it'll generate it for you. So this is the SEO juice that I was talking about, that it builds, and it's built into this already. You're not going to have to go back in, copy an article from Claude, paste it into your website, do the internal linking. This does this all for you. It internally links your pages together to get the SEO juice. It includes the alt text, all the important SEO bells and whistles that you won't have to do. And this is why this saves so much time. So with these three programs together in conjunction, this is everything you need for your social media content creation and your SEO for your website to get massive, massive growth. And this connects everything together. I have this running on the background. I literally go in once a week and just tell Claude to generate my blogs and generate my social media. It's 2 prompts. It does it all for me, schedules it, posts it, and that's it. That's all I have to do, where this would take me hours and hours and hours before. So that's all you have to do. Start with this prompt, answer the questions in Claude, do the full build out, and then when you're ready to run your content plan for the week, you just go in and tell it, hey, here's my content plan. Go ahead and run it, generate my blog articles. Usually it gives you like a prompt, like it does content dash week. And then you tell it to pull from your RSS feed or pull from your YouTube video, and it'll run the whole workflow. And then it'll send it to you. You can tell it to make sure that to give it to you in draft mode, so you approve everything, and then it sends it off to schedule it. Really, really cool stuff. Let me know if you have any questions below. If you want the prompt, type that below. Again, there's a link to Arvow below as well to get that set up. That's really kind of, that and Blotato compared with Claude is really what makes this next level. But this is a game changer on so many levels.